of monsters out there, scratching away at the edge of our perception, lurking and waiting to be free. Can you hear these monsters? Do you know of these monsters? Today we will take a close look at one of these monsters. Examine it, study it, know it. Once the great epoch comes to pass, and the world is forever changed, we will have to hunt down these monsters and vanquish them. Today, the monster that is scratching away and making me aware of it is those who see themselves as kings. There are a lot of people on the internet, a lot of prepper videos, and a lot of these people say that when they form these groups and bring people onto their land, their goal is to be a benevolent dictator. There is no benevolent dictator. There is just a dictator. As the disagreements mount and issues develop, they will institute harsher and harsher rule. And then, before you know it, heads will be cut off. People will be shot over simple disagreements. These will be times of immense, horrific stress. And these men or women who see themselves as benevolent dictators will be anything but. You must realize now that the people coming to you, the people you may need, the doctor who came out of the big city, they are Americans. They are people used to having an enfranchisement in the decision-making process, to be able to vote, to see leaders overruled by the will of the people. If you try to institute a dictatorship, you will have a mutiny. Or you will become the most horrific monster possible just to keep your control and hold everything together with your iron fist. This is a horror that will be mounted upon other horrors. We cannot accept this. What is the most important thing to do now is to realize that you must be willing to give up control now. To realize that absolute power corrupts absolutely. It doesn't matter how much of a good person you are, how much you pray and believe in God. Everyone is a sinner. And that darkness, that evil that dwells in all of us, will rise up. It always does. Only a select few, probably not even more than the number of digits of my hand, have been given this great power, used it responsibly, and then retired. To believe that you are going to be one of the select few, able to hold yourself to an immense standard, to be able to say, I will not succumb to these desires, I will not succumb to wanting to make everything be my way, is foolish. You will fail. And when you fail, you will become one of those monsters. Remember this carefully. So for all you that believe that your land is your castle, and the people that will come to you, that you will be a king, you will not. You will be a monster. And those of us who realize that we must hunt the monsters will be hunting you. Put some more logs in. Fight against the darkness some more. That's a cold night. Remember, as the night grows darker and the great epoch has come to pass, we will find ourselves surrounded by these monsters. It is imperative that we hold tightly onto the goodness inside ourselves, keep the flame burning, or we will find ourselves to be monsters, hunted down and vanquished by others. Understand well that working alone against these dark forces is death. It is necessary, we find others with the burning flame, push back against the darkness, and rebuild. Our mission is to blaze forward a trail out of the darkness and guide all who wish to see a future. This is Reed signing off. Remember your mission. Keep the flame burning and blaze the trail.